Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the extreme strength versus the super physical ESBR stage. So this is the last of the original ESBR, and of course, pretty interesting team. Lots of really fun kind of units in this team. I always find extreme units or extreme teams tend to have some of the wackier builds of units. So this, could be a little bit interesting. Of course, the goal with any ESBR and SBR is to have mechanics like stunning, sealing, etc. But because we're clearing the original ESBR, the power scaling and power curve in the game, has made some of it a lot easier than what it was before. And one of those is the easy A to the extreme strength hit. The type support for extreme strength obviously was a good unit, but now is a really good unit, especially for this kind of content. So really good, like really good. And to be honest with you, a very nice run this. We've got two double extreme strength hits doing their thing, carrying their load, obviously doing a really good job. And they perform really well, creating strength orbs, boosting the rest of our team by 60%. There's a lot that they do that I think ultimately for me is good stuff. Not saying it's OP or broken or anything, but it's definitely really good. So I find that to be really solid. Then on top of that, across from the double extreme strength hits, you have some really nice good units in terms of performance. We've got extreme strength frost, obviously after his EZA, not necessarily the tankiest unit, at least before super, but alongside hit he puts up some really good numbers, and we use him a lot to kind of just straight up eliminate units, which is really helpful and really good. Alongside that, we also have the Strength Broly, obviously a fantastic unit for any kind of SBR AoE situation. For those who don't know, his 12 key is an AoE super attack. Now when you launch his super attack, you're guaranteed a second super attack, so he can get really crazy and do a lot of AoE damage right up front. Then we have the Extreme Strength Goku Rose, a really fun unit actually, that does a lot of really good stuff. He provides us with key and support, which is really important because we need it to bring some synergy to the team. And then he also debuffs the enemy. He debuffs their attack and defense by 40%, which is pretty big. It's like running a mouse item effectively on every stage that he's on, which dramatically reduces the effectiveness of the opposition quite substantially. This is good because it allows us to tackle those stages with relative ease and without too many major concerns. So all in all, it actually works out really nicely. Next we have the Cooler duo. So we have Strength LR Cooler, obviously a really nice unit. A unit that can push out some really good damage. And we obviously have his accomplice, Strength Cooler. So this is the transforming Cooler. The two of them together are a very good combo. We're talking a lot of shared links, but also Cooler benefits from the support from Cooler, which kind of makes it a very impactful duo because of the sheer amount of output that they can do together. Not necessarily starting out super duper quick, at least by today's standards, but very quickly can build up, and the two of them make a fun combo. A lot of attack lowering as well, which is also a pretty useful skill, especially in the ESBR, SBR kind of setting. So it does work out quite nicely. Not saying it's the best solution, but it's definitely a really fun duo to kind of run together and just utilize and just get a lot of productivity out of. So besides from that, I think the team has pretty decent cohesion. Obviously we're using Frost and Hit as one rotation, which does tend to work out nicely. We're also floating one hit character so that we have a little bit of, I want to say support, kind of floating around, doing a lot of good work. Goku Rose floating around, providing a lot of assistance and support. We have the Coolers set as a rotation, and we have Broly kind of doing his thing as well. So, ultimately at the end of the day, we have a very, very strong, very good, cohesive team lineup, which is somewhat surprising on the Extreme team, but the set rotations do tend to work out quite nicely. Now, Hit and his stunning do come in handy, but generally speaking, what you're doing is you're blowing up a lot of options before they even tend to become big threats to you and your team. But yeah, pretty good stuff overall. Honestly, a really fun run. Was really cool to put together and enjoy the team. I think, like I said, ultimately at the end of the day, it's the kind of team that was quite a bit of fun to put together. And yeah, but that's it for me. Bye.